Dick Vitale, welcome to the Seth Davis Show. What a pleasure. I wish I could be seeing you in person. Usually we're at a gym and there's a million people clamoring for you, so I'm glad to get you to myself for today, but I appreciate you being on the show, and God bless you, man, in your 35th year at ESPN, 74 years young, and, people at your young age, I'm sure you get asked a lot about your enthusiasm and your passion, and, logically, physiologically, a guy your age should be sort of, I won't say on the decline, but in terms of his energy and his passion, that should be on the wane. But if anything, Dick, we hear you on games and I see you at these games. I think you're more enthusiastic, more passionate for your work and your life now than you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. That doesn't make any logical sense. How can that be?
Well, I'll tell you, Seth, I try to live my life to its fullest. There's no doubt about it. I think one of the great things I have going for myself is the fact that I have so much passion and love for what I do. The other night I went to a concert. I went to see Barry Manilow. And during the concert, he told the crowd, he said, I'm 70 years old. And he was getting one standing ovation after another. And he told the crowd, you know why I'm so energized? Because I'm doing something I love, singing, writing songs. And when I heard that, I put a tweet up. I said, man, he's my kind of guy, because Seth, I don't feel I've worked in my life. I feel I've been playing. I just came back. I'm still excited and really feeling the adrenaline and the buzz of the Syracuse Duke game. And I just feel that I've been blessed in my life to do something I love. And I think I would recommend that. I do a lot of motivational speaking, and I tell young people, find a passion. Find a love for what you're doing. I mean, you obviously love what you're doing. Every time I see you, smile on your face, you're excited, you enjoy it. But unfortunately, a lot of people can't do what they want to do. They have to make a living, and they have to bring dollars home. I watched my dad and mom. They were uneducated. 5th grade education. My father pressed coats in a factory. Came home, we ate, shared a few words of wisdom, and then he went to the security guard job, walking the mall. I looked at that. That was work, not what I do.
And the thing that's so admirable about you, Dick, is that passion has lasted over time. We were talking about this on the telephone the other day, because I was going back and researching your life and all things that have been written about you. And let's face it, you move the needle when you call a game. It's not like you don't know who's calling the game. That's always been your broadcasting style. And I sense that earlier in your career, if you go back to the 80s and 90s, especially early 90s, when you were just starting to become such a presence, you took a lot of hits from critics and this really vituperative cheap shots, and you're a sensitive guy, and I think you took a lot of that to heart. And I just sense that at this point you've kind of outlasted a lot of your critics, that early on, well, he's fake and it's not real, he's just trying to be the show. But when you're as passionate as you are for so long, you can't fake that. Do you have that sense that you've outlasted your critics in that regard?
Well, Seth, when I hear about critics, obviously those guys banging the typewriter, they were tough on me early in my career. But the fans, man, everywhere I've ever went, I hear about this love-hate. All I ask guys, come with me. Come with me the other day to Syracuse. Come with me down to Carolina or wherever I go. The fans treat me like royalty. But I've never been a guy that's really fit the mold of a lot of the critics out there who look for a guy calm, he's going to be articulate and smooth. I'm going to be myself. I never prepared to be an announcer. I was a coach. Somebody came to me and said, hey, we want you to do our first game at ESPN, 1979. I never did broadcasting in my life. They hand you a microphone, and I go out, and I'm just myself. I want to get back in coaching. But I agree with you, though, Seth. There's no doubt. I think what's happened is a lot of people have finally realized over the years, hey, this guy just loves what he's doing. And the one thing I'm very proud of, you can talk about all the critics we want. 35 years, I've never been critiqued negatively about knowledge of the game, about expressing an opinion, style. Some people like blondes, some people like brunettes, some people like Cadillacs, some people like Lincolns. You're always going to have that style you have to accept. And you're right, I am sensitive. I love people, and I can't tolerate people that want to hurt people. It's so easy to rip. You hear talk shows across America, guys pounding on people. They never have to face them. Walk in the locker room and face them, look at them, and do the things that you say on radio or in a show. And it really gets sad in a way. You know what? I would recommend to young people, do it the right way. Do it from your heart. Do things in a positive way. I'm very blessed. If it ends tomorrow, I think about this, Seth. I'm in 12 Hall of Fames. Can't run, can't jump, can't shoot, got a body by Linguini. Why am I in 12 Hall of Fames? Because I've always had a passion, energy, enthusiasm, excitement. I call it the 3 E's of life. And I've tried to tackle life that way. But yes, it's hurt because guys don't even know you, man. Never come to a game, never share a moment with you, and they rip you because, well, you got to go to Harvard to figure out Dickie V is loud and he talks too much. Give me a break. That is so weak. And I really get so tired of it, frustrated with it, because I don't think it's fair. If they're looking for the perfect guy out of broadcasting school, well, obviously, they don't want me.